Since it was founded, Weston has continually strived to be the premier place to live, work, and raise a family. Weston was conceived as a master plan community of the finest residential neighborhoods, service, and commercial areas, surrounded by the best of Florida's natural landscape. This vision has been realized, and today Weston is the envy of its neighbors. Strong, supportive leaders are key to the city's success. Practical and controlled policy decisions, comprehensive planning, and active public involvement create an atmosphere dedicated to building a core community. These leaders and core concepts are fundamental to our development and essential to our community as we grow and reach the heights that Weston has every ability to achieve. These words were written to introduce Weston's first annual performance report back in 1998. Entitled A Special Year with the tagline, "It's All About Lifestyle," Weston's inaugural report depicted life in Weston and the accomplishments of that first fiscal year of governance. 10 years later, it's another special year. And these words ring as true today as they did then. In 1996, the first city commission was elected by the voters of Weston. Mayor Harry M. Rosen, Commissioner Eric Hirsch, Commissioner Mark Myers, Commissioner Steve Keller, and Commissioner Edwin Jacobson. They quickly hired a city manager, Mr. John R. Flint, to manage the daily affairs of the city. The early months of 1997 were spent arranging contracts for services and hiring initial staff for the leased City Hall office, which opened in October of 1997 at 2500 Weston Road. In 1998, the city began heavily investing in needed infrastructure, including the initiation of construction of 2 fire stations and the 102-acre Weston Regional Park. We enhanced resident communications by upgrading our newsletter and publishing our inaugural performance report, which would go on to win national recognition. In 1999, Weston celebrated the opening of fire stations number 67 and 81, and construction began on the Police Services Building. The school board began construction on Falcon Cove Middle as our population rapidly grew and the city's design of an educational complex at Bonaventure and Vista Park Roads was completed. Alexander Sandy Halperin was elected into office as Weston Commissioner. And businesses like American Express Global Mail Solutions and Sara Lee began moving into Weston. In 2000, the police facility and the Weston Regional Park were opened in the same year as the city broke ground on the Weston Tennis Center in Bonaventure. The city launched its website and received awards for both our newsletter and annual performance reports. Home and commercial development continued at a brisk pace in 2001, with Weston's population having grown by 37% since 1998. Keeping pace with growth, the city opened both the Weston Community Center and the Weston Tennis Center, while initiating construction for a third fire station. In March, new commissioners Barbara Herrera Hill and Robin Bartleman were elected to office, and Eric Hirsch was elected as mayor. Both the Weston Health Park and the Cleveland Clinic and Hospital opened in June, providing residents with immediate access to emergency care and world-class health care. Weston mourned, along with our nation, the events of September 11th. In 2002, what would become the heart of Weston, the Weston Town Center, a beautifully styled Mediterranean shopping, dining, and office complex opened to residents. Bonaventure residents received a shuttle bus. A new skate park opened in the regional park, and fire station number 55 opened for service. Probably the most awaited opening occurred this year, that of Cypress Bay High School. With a great deal of infrastructure completed, in 2003, the city was able to shift some focus to cultural growth with the initiation of an annual performing arts series. Publications continued to expand and awards continued to be won. In the Bonaventure area of Weston, Phase 4 of the master plan was completed and Phase 5 begun. New commissioners Daniel J. Sturmer and Murray Chermak were elected by voters. In 2004, construction began on the $6 million Vista Park, and upgrades were completed at Eagle Point Park. The Broward County Weston Branch Library broke ground, along with the YMCA complex in the regional park. To further school and community spirit, the city helped to purchase and installed stadium seating and lighting at Cypress Bay High School. In 2005, a year of many grand openings. Vista Park, the YMCA, Broward Community College Weston Center, the Weston Commons Shopping Plaza, and Meisner Place at Town Center. 2 new commissioners were elected, Commissioner Sharon Charon and Commissioner Mercedes Hendrickson. The city proudly receives a AAA credit rating from 2 top rating agencies. The city initiates the design of Library Park. a city hall, and public works facility. Hurricane Wilma hit South Florida, taking a huge toll on all of Broward County. Weston's public works professionals began cleanup operations immediately following the storm. Ten years since Weston's incorporation, 2006 finds our city thriving. Already this year, the Weston Branch Library has opened, and city-sponsored events have grown annually as we strive to provide a range of innovative programming and events that reflect our diversity. This year, we continue to replant from Hurricane Wilma as her impact had a devastating effect on Weston's landscape. The new City Hall, which broke ground, and the Public Works facility now under construction will be built to ensure the continuance of services for residents. In 1998, the Commission set the first municipal tax rate at 1.5235 mils, which has remained unchanged. The assessed value of property in Weston has grown from $2.3 to $7.8 billion, and the city is financially secure. Clearly, purchasing a home in Weston was the best investment you could have made. Weston has grown to over 61,000 culturally diverse residents. We have 10 public schools, all A-rated, serving over 17,000 students, and a community-wide appearance that cities around the nation wish to emulate. Distinctive and dynamic, yet tranquil and secure, this is all that is Weston. An active foundation of residents, religious associations, and an involved corporate community has all shaped Weston into the city we call home.